Hi, everybody. Welcome in. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Friday, May 10th, and this is a very exciting day because my granddaughter taught me how to fix my video so that you guys will be able to see everything the right way. She's a genius, and I love her. Okay, so this morning I woke up with no intentions at all of doing any type of reading today. I posted 3 yesterday, and I was just thinking, okay, I've got my own appointment today. I'm going to see the main energy meeting for a soul coaching session with her. And so I was just planning to get up and do my housework, but I kept thinking about, I was listening to some recordings of near-death experiences, and throughout that I was just thinking about mothers and motherhood, and and then I came into this room, which I often do in the morning, just to sit, drinking my coffee, and I got the thought came to me to do a reading on motherhood, and I was like, oh, okay, are you sure? Yes. And then I used my Mother Mary aura spray, which I get from Angelic Celestial Colors. It's a beautiful smelling spray, and I love the energy of Mother Mary. Very loving and caring and nurturing. And then I just said, oh, okay. It's Mother's Day weekend. So the thought didn't occur to me before the idea came to me to do a reading about motherhood, but how appropriate. Thank you, Mother Mary, for bringing that to my attention. I was thinking about Mother's Day yesterday because I was talking to my daughter on the phone, and she lives in Tennessee, as do my grandchildren. And she said, Taylor, that's my granddaughter, and I sent you a box for Mother's Day, but I want you to open it as soon as it comes because I want you to be able to enjoy it. You don't need to wait till Sunday. So now I'm very excited to see what the box is. They're excited. And the thing about giving gifts, I'm getting tingly as I'm saying it, is the gift giver gets a lot of joy. When you are able to choose a gift and you just know that this person is going to love this gift and it's going to make their day, and you chose it especially for them, it's a good feeling. So I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to that. So gift giving is an art, let's just say. There are some people who just have it. They just know. I can't explain it. I've known lots of people. I've known great gift givers, and some that just are like, oh, I'll give this person a gift card, or I'll give this person money, or and there are other people who spend months, weeks, trying to figure out what is the perfect gift for this person, and their whole heart and soul goes into that. So after I spoke with my daughter, my granddaughter's birthday is coming up later this month. She's going to be 17. What a fantastic age to be, right? Your whole life ahead of you, everything ready to unfold and open up in all of its beauty and majesty, right? And so I was talking about, what I was gonna give her. And so something I can't say too much here because my granddaughter does watch this channel, but let's just say that I decided to go to a store for something else. I wanted to get some dried mango. Okay, my husband and I like to eat that. And I was in the store, and in the back of the store, they have this place that has just some special things. And so I looked around back there, and I did find a couple of things I wanted to give her. And then a miraculous thing happened where I was looking for a specific thing, and I saw 2, and I didn't like them. And I turned around to leave, and I got this thought of, no, look at every single thing on that bookcase. It's like a bookcase display. And I found the perfect thing. And I'm thinking, if I didn't know to listen to those little thoughts, those little intuitions, those little signs that come through, I would have walked out of the store without this thing that I think is perfect for her. And so I'm just thankful every day that I know to listen to my intuition, right? Okay. So we're going to do, this reading is going to be about motherhood. And I don't know what's going to come out of it because this is coming from Mother Mary and probably obviously all of my guides. So we're going to see where we go with it. I know that I am grateful and thankful for all of the lessons that I learned from my own mother. I am grateful and thankful for the love that my grandmother showed me. I am grateful and thankful for the children that I have and the lessons that they've taught me and the love that they've given me and the things that they've shown me. I'm just very grateful. And I am definitely thankful and grateful to be a grandmother. My grandkids call me Mammy because I was pretty young when my first grandson was born. And I didn't want to be called Grammy or Nana or any of those things. So I am very grateful for them and hopefully the legacy that I can leave them of love, caring, non-judgmental living, kindness, and all of those things. That is what, whenever I cross over from this earth plane, the thing that I hope that people remember about me was that I loved everyone and I strive to be a kind person. Of course, I'm not perfect, but that's what I would like to be remembered for being a good friend, for being a good mom, for being a good grandmother, for being a good wife, for being a good sister, for being a good daughter. I would like to be remembered for just being true to who I am and trying to show love, to all that cross my path. All right, we have one card out. This is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. It felt like the right deck for me to start out with. And, not everybody is a mom, but everybody is someone's daughter, right? There are people who, for whatever reason, they either choose not to have children or they can't have children. Some people have adopted children. All of this is motherhood. Okay, I guess that's the only one they want. And that's okay. Sometimes we're surrogate mothers to people. People look at us as a mother figure, even if we didn't birth those children. Step parenting is an example. If you're a school teacher, some people, yes, you're their teacher, and I'm not saying boundaries are crossed, but sometimes you're a mother figure to those children that you see 5 days a week. In some cases, teachers see kids more than their parents do. Okay, so the card that came out of that deck, surprisingly, is Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. And we'll see how this ties in as the reading goes on. Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. And what I'm hearing, what they're saying is the bigger vision is everything that you say and every action that you do, even as your child is in your womb and as a baby, will be imprinted on that little soul, right? So the bigger picture is to remember that they're going to grow up to be adults and they're going to carry what you impart to them as they grow up, right? So stay in alignment with your love and your light throughout your parenting process as much as possible. And yes, sometimes the teenage years can be frustrating, right? When kids are teenagers, it's time for them to sort of try to break away. They're discovering their own identity. They're seeing who they want to be. And teenage years can be full of angst. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying this because while you want to love your parents and respect your parents, you are trying to forge your own path of who your little soul wants to become. So this sometimes causes some strife and stress as a parent when our kids are no longer like clay that we're molding. You know, they're already getting into that, have been in the kiln to be fired stage, right? So they're solidifying their place on this earth and their own little path that they're walking. And it can be difficult to see that happen and to let go. You know, it's like picking up a dandelion and blowing it, and all of those things are going out, and you're like, where are they going to land? What are they going to do? I don't know why they gave me that analogy, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to get a card from the Starry Beginnings by Cassie White. Starry Beginnings by Cassie White. What do we have for a card for motherhood? Motherhood is the theme of this reading. And happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all grandmothers. Happy Mother's Day to all great-grandmothers, to all aunts, to everybody who is a mother. Everybody who is a mother figure. Happy Mother's Day to you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And for those of you whose moms are in heaven, like mine, I hope that you have a wonderful day of remembrance, remembering any good things that came from that relationship. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. And this is a really good card because when we love our child, our neighborhood children, or whoever, everyone is feeling that love. Whenever we give out love, it is rippled out throughout. When we show love to our children, those children will show love to others, who then will show love to others, who then, it just goes on and on and on and on, right? All is at your fingertips. Really, it should say all is at your heart tips. That's what Mother Mary is giving me. All is at your heart tips, that you can flow out as a mother or a mother figure. Sometimes it can be hard when you're a school teacher, because you know that some kids possibly that you have in your classroom don't have an easy life at home, you know, and that can be difficult. That can be difficult to know that. But what we can do is we show them love while we have them. I've been in ed tech. I've never been an actual school teacher, but I have worked in classrooms of first grade, third, fourth, and fifth grade. So it's very special to be an influence in the life of a child, right? Whether you're the mother, the teacher, the babysitter, the daycare person, the nanny, the whoever you are, just remember that little life and little ideas and little soul are forming every minute of every day. So the influence that we have, we need to come from a place of love. When sometimes children are difficult, they are probably coming from a place of hurt, okay? So we need to try and remember to come from a place of love. Okay, now, I have no clue what we can get out of this deck about motherhood, but this is the deck that I was guided to. Mother Mary is pretty much the predominant one presiding over this reading on motherhood. So let's see. Nostalgia, what a perfect card to get, right? Thinking about our own childhoods, our own, and the sun, yes. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mother Mary. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thinking about our childhoods, thinking about raising our children. Of course, my children are grown. I mean, my grandchildren are, my grandson is 22, and my granddaughter, as I said, is going to be 17. So that's... I'll go over these in a couple of minutes. Oh my gosh. How appropriate. Okay. So she wants me to stop here and go over the cards that she's given us. And those are her words. That's what she's saying. The cards that I have given you. Okay. So the first card out is the Six of Cups. And if you've watched me before, you know this is nostalgia. You see the kids there. There are 6 cups, and they're all filled with different things. And there's a kitty cat, and there are sunflowers and tulips, butterflies, and there's sunshine behind there, but it also looks like just radiance coming up from this cup. Cups are emotion, right? This card is nostalgia. It is thinking about the past. And on Mother's Day, I would say that's probably one time when a lot of people do think about the past. As a daughter, we think about how we were raised, and we think about different moments we've had with our own moms, good or bad, challenging. I don't like to say bad, but challenging things, hurdles we've overcome, different things that have happened. I've had that with my own mom. I'm sure my daughter would say the same about our relationship. But the thing that I try to focus on is whether I knew it or not, whatever decisions my mom made probably came from a place of love ultimately. Sometimes my mom was a rather harsh person. You know, she was kind of black and white and matter-of-fact mother. She wasn't like love and kisses and hugs mother, not to me anyway. I'm the oldest, so, you know, the experimental one, I guess you would say. And she did, you know, reach out with loving things throughout my lifetime, but we had a difficult relationship, but I learned a lot from that relationship. And I tried to always show her love, to be there for her, even though our relationship wasn't fantastic as I was growing up. You know, and then with my own kids, I tried to be different with them. I tried to be sure I told them I loved them, because that was missing from my life as a child. So being in nostalgia, we can think about all those things and remember the good things. So I try to focus on the good things. What were the good things that I can remember from growing up with the mom that I had, that I chose? Remember, we choose our parents before we come here. Okay, I'm not going to perseverate on that any longer, but I think you get it. The Sun. The Sun is a card of being content even though things are not exactly as you would want them to be. What a fitting card to have. Because I'm sure that most people, not all, would possibly have a friend and look at their life or their home life or their mother or their parents and say, oh man, I wish my home life could be like that. Or I wish my mom could bake cookies like that. Or I wish my mom dressed like her. Or I wish my mom was funny. Like, you know, there are times when we look at things and we're looking at it through rose-colored glasses because we have no idea what really goes on in other people's households, right? So being content with the mom that we have, and the mom that we are, okay? None of us are perfect parents, believe you me. I'm sure my son and daughter would be the first ones to say, no, my mom is not perfect. But I hope they would say my mom has always tried to love me the best she can. So things are not perfect, right? But we need to be content with that. We can't beat ourselves up. If we're always striving to be perfect, then we're not really coming from our souls or a place of love. Nobody is perfect, trust me. So we need to be content with the fact that our mom or our grandmother or our daughters or our kids may not be perfect, but that's okay. We can love. Love is perfect. That's what's perfect, okay? And then we have the Star, the Sun and the Star. What perfect cards to get about motherhood, right? So the Star is hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. It's everything that you've ever wanted to feel, and we can allow ourselves to feel that. We can find the gratitude and all of the good and be like, wow, I'm so lucky that I have this family, this mom, this sister, this grandmother, this whoever, because everyone has something to show you, to teach you, and to help you grow. Before we ever come into this incarnation, we've already chosen our parents, our family, our soul tribe, our children, our experiences, our challenges. It's all already been chosen for us, right? So the Star card is there to remind us that you can always fill back up. You can always fill back up, right? You can empty your pitchers of star water and fill them back up, right? Refill yourself with love and appreciation this Mother's Day weekend, right? If you have a difficult relationship with your mother or with your children or child or whoever it may be, try to lift up in love that relationship and see it for the bigger picture, like that Atlantis card. See the bigger picture about that relationship. I can't see the little easel. See the bigger picture and fill up and remember those good things, okay? Try not to focus on the bad things, I would say, the challenging things. Let me stop saying bad. There's no bad things. There are challenges that help our souls grow. And sometimes we don't like it, but it happens. All right, and the fourth card out was the Hanging Man. And funny enough, I put that upside down on the easel here, so it looks like the Fool. So this kind of looks like the Fool when he's on his journey. So the Hanging Man is seeing things in a different perspective, and the Hanging and being okay with the situation. And the Hanging Man in reverse, what they're giving me is you need to see things not from, okay, how can I explain this, Spirit? Give me the words. See things from the exact perspective of where you are now, okay? So see things from the exact perspective of where you are now. If you're in your 20s watching this and you still live at home with your mom, see things from where you are right now. How is your relationship right now? If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, wherever it is. For me, my perspective as I am now needs to be my mom is in heaven, and I need to see Mother's Day from that perspective, and don't ask me to analyze that right now. I'm just giving you what they're giving me. And I also need to see myself in the perspective of my grown children and my younger grandchildren. So I need to see it in the perspective of where I am in this moment. What are those relationships right now in this moment? Not what could I have done 10 years ago? What could I have done 15 years ago? What could I have done as a new mom? What could I have done as a teenage daughter? Not that perspective. So Mother Mary, she wants you, the guides, Mother Mary, she wants you to see things from where you are right now. Okay? What can you appreciate right now is what she's saying. And the other thing is, if some of you need to reach out, then ask for guidance on how to do that. Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like these messages are so profound, right? Mother's Day is a fantastic day to celebrate moms, as is Father's Day. And hopefully I will have guides come in and ask me to do a reading for Father's Day, but I typically do what they lead me to do. I don't try to force something, like, sometimes I feel like I want to do a reading and I sit down at this table and I don't get any inspiration whatsoever about doing anything. So if I don't, then sometimes I'll just pull some cards for myself, or, if I just feel like shuffling the cards, because I love this. When I am doing this, I feel like I am in my work home. How can I explain it? I feel like I'm in my purpose when I am doing this. Okay, gold foil deck. This deck is so beautiful. Florence Scovel Shin loves this deck. Okay, wow. 6 of Cups again. There are no mistakes. Spirit makes no mistakes. Okay, Mother Mary guides. Any other cards from this deck on motherhood? Yes, motherhood can be challenging at times. Are you kidding me? The Hanged Man again. Duplicate mess. This time the Hanged Man is in the upright position. Oh my gosh. No mistakes. Spirit makes no mistakes. That's just you know, what are the odds in a 78 card deck that two of the same exact cards would come out of two different decks? I don't know how to do ratios and odds, but I'm pretty sure that it's not a high number. Okay, Mother Mary guides. Any other cards from this foil deck for this reading on motherhood, please? Any other cards? I'd love to know where you're watching from. I would absolutely love it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please do it now so you don't forget to do it. Knight of Swords, words, communication, forward action. Anything else from this deck, Mother Mary? Mother Mary and guides. Anything else from this deck? Oh, wow. That flipped right out. Anything else from this deck? Anyway, so what I was saying is, you know, please give the video a thumbs up so other moms can see it. If there's a message in there, the only way it's going to get there is by likes, comments, and views, okay? So please share it with somebody if you think that they should see this. Give it a like. A comment. If you don't want to type anything, just put a heart down there or another emoji, a smiley face, something so that it can get going and get views. Not for me, because I don't make anything from this. I'm not monetized. I don't make any money from anything that I do on YouTube. Okay. King of Pentacles, wealth, beauty. Anything else from this deck? Usually the deck will kind of go silent in my hand. I can feel the energy leave the deck when it's enough. Anything else? No. Okay, so the first card out was the Six of Cups again, nostalgia. And in this card, it's, let me see. It's kind of a weird looking card. It's like a taller person that looks like a child, but giving a bouquet of roses in a cup, or flowers, I'm sorry. They look like lilies, actually. Handing this cup to a smaller person who looks kind of like a grandmotherly figure. I don't know how best to see that. And all these cups are full of flowers here. See that? It's such a beautiful card. Nostalgia. This to me looks like Mother's Day. This card looks like Mother's Day. How many children are giving their moms flowers for Mother's Day? I bet a lot. The Hanged Man, this time in the upright, well, in his regular position, not reversed. So this is seeing things from another's perspective. So we have the Hanging Man seeing it from your perspective as you are right now, and then seeing it from another's perspective. How does your mother see your relationship? How do your children see their relationship with you? This is such a great thing to contemplate right now, right? And then the card after that was, it was the Swords card. Knight of Swords. This is communication. How perfect, right? How perfect. Forging ahead in truth, in communication, right? And so many people are going to call their moms this weekend, are going to send cards, are going to send emails, are going to send text messages for Mother's Day. Fantastic, fantastic, right? Communication. And then we have the King of Pentacles. This is masculine energy. This is a king who has created much, much beauty, right? Much wealth, much beauty. much success, much abundance, right? And this King of Pentacles wants to have a rest. That's how I typically read the card. Let me just feel into this right now. King of Pentacles, motherhood reading. Oh, so Mother Mary is saying there are some dads who have to play the role of both mom and dad. So this King of Pentacles, she says she wants to honor them. She wants to honor the male figures who have a mother role in their children's lives. Isn't that amazing? Thank you so much, Mother Mary. Thank you. And the Two of Pentacles. This is balance and choice, right? So the Two of Pentacles. Typically, this has to do with your material. She's telling me if any of you have to work on Mother's Day, make sure that you take time out to acknowledge your mom, okay? So that's one thing. So choice. The other message she's given me about this is you all have a choice of seeing your relationship with your mother or with your children through the eyes of love. You all have that choice. Even if your relationship was difficult, as was mine with my mom, you can see that relationship through the eyes of love. And it wasn't until way later in my life, after she had already crossed, that I started to realize some of the challenges that she had as a young mother of 19 when she had me. And I started to understand why some of her choices didn't make sense to me. But as I saw it and understood it and took it into my heart, that how could a 19-year-old possibly make the right choice every time? You know, you weren't fully developed your own self and you were trying to be a mom. And then at 21, she had another baby. So before she was 22, she had 2 young children. You know, that was difficult. And she was much, much older when she had my baby sister. It was 8 years after me. So, you know, she was 27, which still is young. Let's face it, right? But anyhow, so we have the choice of how we see that relationship. I know that I have had to apologize to my own daughter for some of the choices that I made as a young mother. I've had to apologize to my son for some of the choices I made even as an older mother with him, because we just don't have a guidebook on how to be a parent. And we just simply do the best we can. And sometimes we have moments that we regret. But we can't go back. Remember, 6 of Cups there. We can't go back and change what's already happened. That's just not a possibility, okay? So let's remember to keep the big vision. Try to remember and learn. If you're watching this video, this is an opportunity to say, okay, everything I do, think, feel, and say around my children is going to affect them and their life, right? All is at your fingertips. Mother Mary wants it to say heart tips. All is at your heart tips. What has been created by one can be felt by all. And we talked about the ripple effect of sending love, of loving our children so they can love others and those can love others, and on and on and on and on, right? Oh, I feel really good about this reading. I hope that all of you do as well. Thank you, Mother Mary and guides, for bringing this reading to me on a day when I didn't think I was really going to be doing any reading at all. I always feel energized and alive and fantastic when I do this. As I said, I feel like this is my purpose and calling. And again, I want to thank my granddaughter, because when you see this video, you'll be able to see it with all the words correct. Thank you, my lovely. Okay. We are going to get a card from the Jody Bergsma Empowerment, the Jody Bergsma Magical Times Empowerment deck. I like to give shout outs to the decks that I use, in case any of you like these decks and want to get them for yourselves. Oh my goodness, wow. Friendship. Oh, it's unicorns. And it's horses. Oh, goodness. Okay, nope, they're saying those are the 2 cards. All right. Friendship with unicorns. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. So having our female friends around us, our daughters, our mothers, our grandmothers, our whoever it is, we need to be around those. We need to keep around those, right? Be around the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. I don't know how that relates. Keep those and let the others go. I can tell you one from me, what it would mean. After my parents divorced, my dad remarried, and I had a stepmother named Janice who was the loveliest woman. I loved her so much. She treated me always with care and kindness, and she passed away, and my father married about a year and a half later. He didn't like being alone. I was born on his birthday. We're both Sagittarius. We love being around people. He married a woman that I could not, she was like nails on a chalkboard to me. It was so hard. She's still alive. He has passed away. I don't have anything to do with her. So I have let her go. I still love my father in spirit, wherever. But I could not get into a jive with this woman. So I had to let her go. But I keep the love of my mom. I keep the love of my stepmom, Janice, with me. But I let the other go. I'm not even going to say her name. I don't like saying her name. So I don't hate her anymore. She did some things that were not great, but I let her go, right? I keep the ones around me and let them shine. I don't need to hold on to that, right? Even though she was a mother figure, because she was a stepmother, I was an adult, but I have to let that go, right? Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Okay, and then we have healing. Bless all in need of healing. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. Wellness in your relation. And look at the bottom of the card. It could be a mom, a grandmom. It almost, in some ways, it looks, okay, she's giving herself a hug. She's giving herself a hug, right? So we can remember healing can take place. No matter what our relationship has been in the past with our mother, our grandmother, or our children, healing can happen. Healing can happen. All things are possible with prayer, right? Prayer, meditation, focusing, coming from the heart, right? So we have horses and unicorns. Oh, there's unicorns on both of these cards. I thought it was horses, but I'm wrong. Look at this. Unicorns, magical beings, mystical, magical, loving. Unicorns are known for their purity, okay? So that's a great thing to have. The purity of love can heal things. Now, it doesn't mean, I'm sorry, but Mother Mary is saying, I have to say, it doesn't mean that if you had an abusive parent or you have an abusive parent that you need to just say, oh, it's fine, that's my mother, or that's my grandmother, or that's so-and-so. It's okay. No, abuse is never okay, right? Verbal, emotional, or physical, or sexual. None of that is okay. So the healing that we would speak of, if that's the case, and I hope it isn't for any of my watchers, but if it is, the healing is the healing in you. You send love and forgiveness to that person, but I'm not saying that any of us should have a person like that in our lives. I don't know why I had to say that, but I did. For a long time, after my mom passed, I did a lot of yelling at her when she was up there in the ether or wherever, it crossed over, because I had a lot of stuff I needed to get out. And I was not the type of daughter who would go and confront my mother and say, why did you say this? Or why did you do this? Because I didn't feel like strong enough that I could do it. But I have come to terms with a lot of the things. and I've understood what lesson I learned from what her behavior was, okay? So that I had healing. I had healing from that. And, you know, and I can understand that she did love me in the way that she was capable at the time when she was my mother and raising me, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going to get an animal oracle to close out this reading. I hope this has been uplifting and helpful. And, you know, I wish everybody out there a happy Mother's Day. If you don't have children of your own, I bet you are a mother figure to someone. But you are a daughter, okay? You are a daughter. Or a son. For some reason, there was a lot of feminine talk. I did talk a lot about daughters. But I'm sorry. I apologize if you're a male watching. Daughters and sons. Sons and daughters. I don't know why that I was focused on that, because I do have a daughter and a son, and a granddaughter and a grandson. So daughters and sons. What is the card? What is the best animal oracle card for my people watching, please? This has been a wonderful, wonderful message. Thank you so much, Mother Mary. Thank you. I'm so lucky and blessed to be able to do this. Okay, they want to get the right card. This happens sometimes. And I already know that I can't rush it, because when I've tried to, they said, do you want the right card or just any card? And of course I want the right card. I want the right message, not just any card. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to moms, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers, all mothers, all mother figures, teachers, anybody who is an influence in a child's life. Okay. Do you want these? Are these right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, you saw how much I shuffled the deck. These two exact cards came out in another reading yesterday, I believe. I don't know whose reading it was. If it was Virgo or Cancer, I'm not sure what it was. But dear love, how appropriate. Look, it's like a mommy deer and her baby, and then chickadees. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Yes, I need to love myself, even with all the mistakes that I've made. I need to love my children and my grandchildren in their perfect unperfectness. Because nobody is born perfect. We're all on a journey to become who we become, right? So it's okay not to be perfect. Nobody should be trying to be perfect. Black Bear Guardian. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. And this is a mama bear, a mama black bear, and a baby black bear with chickadees. Chickadees are a Maine state bird, and there's a lot of them in this deck. I wonder if the person who created this deck either knows about Maine or has been to Maine, but chickadees are a very prevalent bird here in the state of Maine. So two cards showing a mama and a baby, right? Beautiful. Love and guardian. Love and guardian. I love all of you in all of your imperfect perfectness, right? So I hope this has helped. I hope you have a fantastic Mother's Day weekend. I send you so much love, 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 love. I send you love. Love, love, love. Love is the key. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.